Before this new day begins, take a quiet moment to breathe. Let everything slow down for just a bit. Let the noise fade. Let the tension ease out of your shoulders. There has been so much to carry lately. So many thoughts, so many emotions, so many moments where strength felt thin. Even when nothing was said out loud, God heard the hidden places. He saw the tired corners of the heart. And this morning, He's offering a gentler beginning, an invitation to pause, to rest, to feel His presence settle softly over every weary place within you. You don't have to carry today alone. Not the expectations, not the pressure, not the worry that woke you before the alarm. This moment isn't random. You're here because God is inviting you closer, inviting you to begin this morning with Him. And when you stay through this prayer, when you allow your heart to settle, something in your day begins to shift. Peace finds room to rise. Clarity slowly returns. Strength comes back in ways that feel subtle at first, but deeply real. So let yourself slow down. Let your breath deepen. Let your soul open just enough to sense God meeting you here. You don't need perfect focus. You don't need fancy words. You don't have to force anything. Just be here, fully, quietly, honestly. And if a simple prayer stirs in your heart as we go, feel free to share it in the comments. Your words may be the encouragement someone else needs today. Stay with me until the end. Let these next moments become a place where you feel held, understood, and lifted. God moves when we give Him our first minutes. He steadies what feels shaky. He calms what feels loud. He breathes life back into places we thought were drained. So take one more slow breath. Feel the quiet settling around you, like the soft light of a new morning touching the edges of a long night. And now, let us pray. As we settle into this moment, let your heart rise just a little toward God. Not in a rushed way or a forced way, but in the quiet, honest way your soul knows how. He is here, closer than your thoughts, nearer than the breath you just took. He has watched over you since the first light touched this morning, holding the parts of your life no one else sees, keeping you through long nights and heavy days. He is the one who began your story and has never stepped away from it, carrying every tear as something precious to Him. Lift your heart to Him now, in gratitude, in softness, in reverence. Remember that He is the God who stands at the beginning of all things and stands with you still. His faithfulness stretches farther than fear can reach, farther than the years that felt uncertain or difficult. Generations before you leaned on Him and found Him steady. Generations after you will experience the same. And right here, in this breath, He is steady for you, constant for you, good toward you. Picture His presence touching the places inside you that feel tired or dim, the corners of your heart where worries gather, the quiet spaces you avoid. Let Him shine into those places gently, not with pressure or demand, but like a warm morning light, softening what feels tense and loosening what feels locked. His light doesn't expose to shame. It reveals so He can heal, bringing comfort to parts of you that didn't know how to ask for it. And if a whisper of praise rises in you, let it rise. Even if it's simple, even if it's quiet, even if it's just a soft, "Thank you, Lord." Praise doesn't need volume to reach heaven. It just needs honesty. You can let it be small. You can let it be imperfect. He hears the longing behind every word, and even behind the silence. God is drawing close right now, not with thunder or force, but with a nearness that settles over you like peace. the kind that makes your chest feel lighter, the kind that slows your thoughts enough for hope to come back in. You are not praying to a distant God, but sitting in the presence of one who loves you more deeply than you understand. His nearness is soft but strong, quiet but powerful. And as he draws near, something in you begins to open, begins to breathe, begins to remember who he is. So let your spirit lift him up. Let your heart honor him. Let your soul whisper, Lord, you are good. You are faithful. You are with me. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. And as your praise rises, his presence settles over your morning with a sacred stillness that holds you gently and completely. God is here, and he is coming closer still. As this morning unfolds, let your whole being ease into a quieter place. Let any tension that followed you from yesterday begin to loosen, even if only a little. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to step into this day already strong. You only need to let God take his place beside you and before you. Breathe slowly and let your spirit release what it has been holding too tightly. Think about what waits for you today. Your work, your responsibilities, the conversations you expect, and the ones that may surprise you. Bring each of them gently into view, not to overwhelm yourself, but to place them, one by one, into God's hands. Let your schedule rest in his care. Let your plans be held by his wisdom. Let your steps be guided by his presence. Whisper it quietly in your heart if you can. Lord, I give this day to you. Let those words soften the weight inside you. Ask him to open the doors that lead to peace, to purpose, to the places that nourish your soul. And ask him to close the doors that would drain you, distract you, or lead you down paths that aren't meant for you. You don't have to know which doors are which. You don't need to analyze or overthink. God knows the way. He knows what will bless you and what will burden you. He knows where you'll flourish and where you'll struggle. Trust that he can lead you better than your worry ever could. If decisions await you today, big ones, small ones, confusing ones, let your heart rest in God's clarity. Not the loud clarity that pushes or pressures, but the quiet clarity that feels like peace settling gently over your thoughts. You don't need to rush. You don't need to chase certainty. God gives wisdom in a way that calms the mind and steadies the heart. He guides with a gentle nudge, a softened thought, a sense of rightness that doesn't demand but invites. And if parts of your path feel uneven, if something about this day feels uncertain or heavy, picture God walking ahead of you. See his presence smoothing the rough places, straightening the confusing ones, clearing the clutter from the road in front of you. Let the prayer rise inside you like a soft breath. Lord, walk ahead of me. Make the rough places smooth. Let those words settle deep, like a promise you can lean on. You are not stepping into this day alone. The God who carried you through the night is the same God who will guide you through each hour ahead. Let his peace fill the spaces where anxiety once sat. Let his direction quiet the parts of you that feel unsure. Let his presence move before you, beside you, and behind you. And as you surrender this day into his hands, feel the calm that comes when you're no longer walking in your own strength, but in his gentle, steady lead. As you move deeper into this moment of prayer, let your heart rest in the truth that you are covered. You are not stepping into this day unprotected. You are not walking into the unknown without the care of heaven surrounding you. Let the peace of that sink in slowly. Let it calm the places inside you that feel fragile. Let it quiet the fears you don't always speak out loud. God watches over you with a tenderness that never sleeps, and His presence is wrapping gently around your spirit right now. Ask Him to cover your mind today. Every thought, every worry, every place where anxiety tries to rise. Let His peace guard the edges of your thinking, so negativity cannot creep in and fear cannot take over. Let Him cover your heart too, the softest parts of you, the places where you love deeply and sometimes hurt deeply. Ask Him to hold those places close, to keep them steady, to let nothing today shake the core of who you are in Him. And ask Him to cover your steps, each one, whether you're moving through familiar routines or unexpected moments. Picture His protection resting over you like a warm, steady light. Picture angels standing by your doorway as you head out, watching over you as you come and go. Picture them beside your bed, keeping watch through the night. Picture them walking the roads you'll walk today, going before you, guarding behind you, filling the space around you with the shield of God's presence. You don't have to see it for it to be real. You don't have to feel it for it to be true. Heaven is closer than you think, and its protection is stronger than anything that would dare rise against you. Let your prayer widen now to include the people you love, your family, your children, your friends, anyone whose safety rests heavy on your heart. Place them gently before God. Ask Him to cover their homes, their travels, their decisions, their bodies, their emotions. Ask Him to surround them with the same protective presence that surrounds you. Let the image settle in your mind like a quiet comfort. Heavenly guardians standing watch around the people you cherish, shielding them from harm, guiding them through their day with a protection they may not even realize they have. If fear tries to whisper, fear of accidents, fear of danger, fear of bad news, fear of the unexpected, let this truth rise gently but firmly within you. No plan of darkness will prevail today. Say it softly in your spirit if you can. Let the strength of it steady you. Let the truth of it push back everything that tries to intimidate your heart. Darkness does not get the final say over your life. Fear does not get the last word. You are held by a God who sees every step before you take it and guards every place where your feet will land. So rest in that covering. Walk in that safety. Let the assurance of God's protection settle deep into you as this day begins. You are surrounded. You are shielded. You are watched over. And wherever you go today, heaven goes with you. As we stay in this quiet place with God, let your heart open just a little more. This is the moment where the heavy things, the invisible weights you've been carrying, can begin to loosen. You don't need to pretend they aren't there. You don't have to hide them from God. He already sees every single one, and His presence is gentle enough to hold what feels too heavy for you to name out loud. Let yourself acknowledge the weight, not to sink under it, but so you can finally release it. Think about the worries that cling to you, the pressure from work, the deadlines, the expectations, the feeling that you have to keep going even when you're tired. Think about the concerns over finances, the bills, the responsibilities, the sense that there's never quite enough margin. Let those burdens rise for just a moment and place them in the hands of the one who never rushes you, never shames you, and never asks you to carry what He's willing to take. Bring before God the fears you hold about the future, the uncertainty, the unanswered questions, the places where hope feels thin. Bring the emotional wounds too, the disappointments you stay quiet about, the heartbreak that lingers, the moments where someone's words or actions left a deeper mark than you expected. All of it matters to him. He sees it with compassion, not criticism. And right here, he is inviting you to release it, piece by piece. Whisper inside your soul, even if your voice feels tired, "Lord, break every chain of fear in me. Let it be simple. Let it be soft." Fear doesn't leave because you fight harder. It leaves because God steps closer. Let his presence draw near enough to calm the thoughts that spiral, the worries that stack up, the anxieties that show up before you even open your eyes. Let him breathe peace into the tight places of your mind, where fear has taken up too much space for too long. Let this truth settle deep. Peace is stronger than fear. Faith is stronger than panic. God's voice is stronger than the noise inside your thoughts. You don't have to overpower anxiety. You only need to let his presence surround it. When fear whispers, his peace can whisper louder. When anxiety presses against your chest, his comfort can steady your breathing. When overthinking tries to rush ahead, his hand can gently pull you back into the present moment where he is. So let this prayer rise softly within you. Lord, let your peace settle over us like warm morning light. Picture that light now, gentle, steady, touching the places in your soul that feel cold or tense. Imagine it spreading across the corners of your mind where worry has been living, pushing back the shadows and filling the space with calm. Let it rest on your heart like a soft weight, grounding you, reminding you that you are safe. Let it bring warmth where fear has made things hard. God is not asking you to force peace. He's asking you to receive it, to let it come in waves, to let it quiet the anxiety and break the invisible chains that have been tightening around you. You are allowed to feel lighter. You are allowed to breathe easier. You are allowed to step into this day without the fear that weighed you down yesterday. God's presence is here to lift what you cannot lift on your own. And as his peace settles over you, let the weight fall away. Let your spirit feel the space where fear used to sit. Let your heart trust that you do not walk into this day carrying everything alone. You walk with a God who breaks chains gently, who calms storms softly, and who holds you with a love that steadies every trembling part of you. Let that truth be your freedom today. Let it be your strength. Let it be your breath. As you breathe in this next moment, let a quiet hope rise within you. Not the kind that pushes or demands, but the gentle kind that whispers, maybe today can be different. Maybe something good is on its way. God is not finished writing your story, and this day you're stepping into is open for his favor, his timing, and his unexpected goodness. Let that thought rest in your chest like a warm light. Let it soften the doubt. Let it make room for possibility. Ask God to cover your steps today with his favor, the kind that meets you in conversations, in opportunities, in moments you never planned. Favor that opens hearts. Favor that places you in the right rooms at the right time. Favor that lets others sense something in you they're drawn to, even if they can't explain it. You don't have to chase this favor or earn it. You can simply walk in it, like a quiet blessing that follows you through every door you pass. Bring before God the doors you've been waiting on, the ones you've prayed over, knocked on, hoped for. The doors that felt close but never opened. The ones that seemed within reach but stayed just out of view. Place them back into his hands. Ask him to open the doors meant for you, clearly and fully, so you don't have to wonder. And ask Him to close the doors that were never yours, even if part of you wished they were. Real freedom comes when God aligns you with the path truly meant for you. If you feel stuck, or like you've been waiting longer than you expected, let your heart speak softly to Him. May what was delayed be released. Let that prayer rest in your spirit like a seed of faith. Delays are not denials. Sometimes they are protection. Sometimes they are preparation. And there comes a moment when the waiting shifts, when the blessing finally steps into the present. Let hope open that possibility for you. Ask God to breathe fresh creativity into you today. Ideas that feel alive, solutions that come with clarity, inspiration that settles in gently. Let your prayer be simple. May solutions appear. Invite God to bring direction where confusion has lingered and answers where silence has sat. Nothing is too tangled for Him to straighten. Nothing is too complex for Him to guide you through. Now imagine this, the day ahead aligning under God's hand. Not dramatic, but steady. Your steps lit, your opportunities guided, your conversations shaped by grace. Picture doors opening with ease, timing falling into place, kindness meeting you in unexpected ways. Let the possibility of it settle in your heart. Feel how it gently lifts you. Let this truth settle deeply. You are allowed to expect good things. You are allowed to walk with hope. You are allowed to believe that God's favor isn't far from you. It's resting over you right now. As you step into this day, carry that hope like a quiet flame. Trust that God is aligning you with what is meant for you, guiding you toward opportunities shaped by His love, and opening doors no one else could open. Today can be the day something shifts. Today can be the day something breaks through. Today can be the day His favor finds you in a way you can feel. As we stay in this gentle place with God, let your heart soften into honesty. You may be tired in your body, tired in your mind, tired in the quiet places inside you that no one sees. You may be carrying pain that lingers or exhaustion that seems to follow you day after day. If that's you, let this be the moment where you don't have to hold yourself together. Let this be the moment where God holds you instead. Bring your body before Him now, just as it is. The soreness, the stiffness, the long-term aches that never fully fade, the tightness from stress, the fatigue that makes everything feel heavier than it should. God sees every bit of it. He knows the nights you lay awake longer than you wanted to. He knows the mornings you wake already drained. Let Him breathe, healing into those places, slow and warm, restoring what feels worn and renewing what feels weak. Let your heart come next. The heartbreak you've carried quietly, the disappointment you never spoke aloud, the loneliness that sits with you even in a crowded room. God sees the cracks you've tried to hide. He sees the hopes that fell apart, the trust that was broken, the love that felt one-sided. And He isn't asking you to pretend you're fine. He's offering healing that meets you exactly where it hurts. Let His presence wrap gently around your heart. Let Him hold what you've been carrying alone. Now bring the spiritual heaviness, the moments you felt far from God, the days prayer felt difficult, the times you weren't sure He heard you. You're not wrong for feeling that way. Sometimes the soul grows tired too. Sometimes faith feels quiet. And in those moments, God reaches for you. Let Him draw near now, not with pressure or expectation, but with love, with presence, with a soft reassurance that He has never let go of you. Let this truth rise within you like a whisper. Strength rise where weakness tried to live. Feel the depth of it. Let it wash over the empty places. Let it fill what life has drained. Strength that doesn't demand effort. Strength that doesn't require pushing. Strength that simply comes because God is near, and His presence restores what the world has worn down. So breathe slowly. Let your body relax. Let your heart rest. Let your spirit be held. God isn't asking anything from you right now. He is giving. He is healing. He is renewing. He is lifting you gently from the inside out. And as this day opens before you, know this: you don't walk into it broken. You walk into it loved, carried, and strengthened in ways deeper than you may realize. As we move into this moment of prayer, let a steady strength rise inside you. Not the strength that comes from forcing yourself to be brave, but the kind that comes from knowing you are not standing alone. God is with you. His presence surrounds you. His authority covers you. You are not stepping into this day weak or unprotected. You are stepping into it with the backing of heaven. Let that truth settle into your spirit like firm ground beneath your feet. There are battles you can't see, pressures that weigh on you, thoughts that try to unsettle your peace, and situations that feel like they carry shadows. But you are not powerless against any of it. In the quiet strength of God's presence, you have authority. Not loud authority, not aggressive authority, but calm, grounded, spiritual authority that pushes back darkness simply by standing firm in who God is and who you are in Him. So take a slow breath and lift this prayer from your spirit. Lord, cover this day with your light. Let your presence fill every place I walk into. Picture that light moving with you, soft but strong, warm but steady, entering rooms before you, settling around you. Darkness cannot stay where God's light moves. Fear cannot dominate where His presence stands. Anxiety cannot cling where His peace takes root. Let the authority God has given you rise gently now. Speak it in your heart with confidence. Every trap exposed. Let the truth of that settle. The things meant to distract you or pull you off course lose their power in God's presence. Nothing hidden can stand under His light. Nothing deceptive can survive His watch. Then let this next declaration flow. Every lie silenced. The lies that say you're not enough. The lies that whisper failure. The lies that stir fear or confusion. Let them fall quiet under the weight of God's truth. Let Him steady your mind so clearly that false things have no room to cling to you. And now, let your spirit say it with assurance. Every assignment canceled. Anything the enemy meant for harm, discouragement, anxiety, heaviness, distraction, it loses its grip in the presence of God. Not by your effort, but by His authority. Not by your noise, but by His power. Not by striving, but by resting in the strength that surrounds you. Now picture God's light filling the space around you. See it touch the corners where worry sits, expanding until every shadow fades. As His light grows, darkness has no choice but to retreat. Let your heart rest in that image. Let it remind you that spiritual battles are not won by tension or fear, but by presence. His presence filling the atmosphere and pushing back everything that doesn't belong. You are not walking into this day as someone overwhelmed. You are walking in as someone covered, someone protected, someone backed by the authority of the one who created light itself. Let that truth steady your thoughts. Let it calm your spirit. Let it remind you that you do not fight in your own strength. You stand in God's strength, and His strength is enough. So as you step forward into today, let this assurance settle deeply. You are not passive in this battle. You are not surrounded by fear. You are not vulnerable to whatever darkness tries to rise. You are covered by God's presence. You are held by His hand. You walk in His authority. And wherever His light goes, and it goes with you, darkness must lose its footing. Walk into this day, knowing you are not just surviving. You are standing. You are protected. You are guided. And in the quiet power of God, you are already winning. As we come into this final moment of prayer, let strength gather inside you like a rising tide. Let hope lift your chest. Let confidence settle into your spirit. This is where you speak life over your day, not from fear, but from faith. Not from striving, but from trusting. Every declaration you make now is a quiet step forward. Every truth you speak is a seed of victory. Let your spirit rise with these words, calm but powerful, steady but bold. Speak this softly inside. Today will not end in defeat. Let that truth anchor you. Whatever tries to come against you, unexpected moments, challenges, pressure, defeat is not the final story of this day. God is with you, and His strength is your ground. Let that assurance fill you with courage that doesn't shout, but stands firm. Now declare over your work, I will walk in clarity, creativity, and purpose today. What you put your hands to will be guided. Conversations will carry grace. Tasks will unfold with ease. If something has been stuck, God can move it. If something feels heavy, God can lighten it. Believe that progress is possible, that favor can meet you, that solutions can appear in the exact moment you need them. Speak over your finances. Provision will find me, and doors will open for me. You are not forgotten. You are not left without help. God knows what you need before you ask. Let this truth settle. Resources align, opportunities arise, and peace replaces pressure. You don't walk into this day with financial fear. You walk into it carrying God's covering. Declare over your family, peace surrounds my home, and protection covers the ones I love. Whether they're near or far, God's hand is over them. Trust that He goes where you cannot go, guards what you cannot guard, and watches over them with a tenderness deeper than your own. Speak over your mind. My thoughts will be clear, steady, and filled with peace. Yesterday's chaos does not get to rule today. Worry does not lead. Fear does not get the final word. Let your mind rest in God's truth, not in the noise around you. You are allowed to think with calm, breathe with ease, and move with clarity. Declare over your dreams, what God placed in me will rise again. Every dream that felt paused, every idea that felt buried, every hope that felt delayed, speak new breath over them. Timing can shift. Momentum can return. What God spoke over your life still stands. Your dreams are not gone. They are waiting for their moment. Now declare over your future, I walk forward in favor, grace, and divine alignment. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not running out of time. God knows how to redeem every season and restore what felt lost. Your future is not something to fear. It is something God is shaping with love. Let these words rise like a quiet anthem in your spirit. Today carries blessing. Let yourself believe that goodness can find you, kindness can reach you, and something beautiful can unfold even if you don't see it yet. Blessings often begin quietly, then arrive right on time. And let this final declaration settle deep. God walks beside me, so nothing can stand against me. You are not stepping into this day alone. You are stepping into it with the one who steadies your steps, calms your thoughts, and covers your path with grace. Walk forward, knowing victory is not a distant hope. It's the atmosphere you carry. Today is blessed. Today is guided. Today is aligned with heaven. And today, you walk in confidence, peace, and divine favor. Let this closing moment bring a soft calm over you. Feel your shoulders release a little more. Let your breath slow. Let your heart settle into the quiet truth that you are held, seen, and cared for in ways deeper than you realize. Nothing about this day is too small for God's attention, and nothing in your life sits outside His reach. A new morning is opening in front of you, and you are not stepping into it alone. God moves with you, steady, gentle, faithful. Hold this reassurance close. His hand is on you. It guides your thoughts toward peace, steadies your steps in ways you may not notice yet, comforts the tender places, and breathes strength into the tired ones. He walks ahead of you, stays beside you, and watches behind you. There is no moment today where His love won't meet you, no place His protection won't cover, no situation where His presence won't follow close. May blessing touch every part of your day. May peace rest over your mind whenever worry tries to rise. May clarity meet you when choices appear. May kindness find you in unexpected ways. May strength lift you quietly whenever you feel worn. And may God's gentle favor surround you, soft, steady, constant, like a warmth that stays with you from morning until night. If this prayer brought comfort to your heart or helped steady your spirit, you're welcome to leave a small prayer or even a simple Amen in the comments. Someone passing by might read your words at the very moment they need hope. Sometimes one quiet prayer becomes the reminder another soul was waiting for. Carry this truth with you now. You do not walk into this day empty-handed. You walk into it blessed. You walk into it covered. You walk into it loved by a God who sees every detail of your life and holds each one with care. Walk in peace. Walk in confidence. Walk knowing that the Lord Himself is walking with you today